Hey everyone, today I'm starting my Minecraft survival series, and I have a lot planned for this series, so let's just get started. So, I spawn in, and I look around a little. I don't immediately see anything though, but I did find a plains biome over here, so I ran towards it, and when I was crafting sticks and a crafting table and stuff, I saw a village to my left, which was pretty cool because that means I can get villagers really early on and get all the enchantments I need. So I looted the village, mainly just got beds. There wasn't a blacksmith, I did look for one, which is kind of unfortunate. I killed the golem so I could get some iron to start off with. Then I found a cave close by in this plains biome, and I saw iron right there, so I decided to get it. I didn't make an iron pickaxe though, because I wanted the iron for a bucket. So I crafted basic stone tools like you would normally do in a speedrun or something. I think there was 5 iron. Yeah, 5 iron. And then I started gathering wood and smelting so that I could start to build a house. I'm just speeding this all up because I spent way too long on this house and I don't even think it looks that good, but I'll just let you watch. Originally I was gonna do spruce for the foundation and oak for the rest of the house, but I ended up tearing that down because it didn't look right. In the end I ended up using cobblestone for the foundation and spruce for the rest of it. So while we watch me make this house, I'm going to talk about my plans for this series. So basically, I want to try to get every block, every item, and every advancement. This gonna be pretty hard, but I'm gonna take my time with it. Also, I already have a pretty cool idea for a base, but I'm not gonna spoil that. Should be pretty cool though. And I'm just doing the floor, so I think I'm almost done with the house. Yeah, sorry it sped up so much. Like I said, I spent way too long on this. And then after that, I started making a staircase down to a strip mine so I could get diamonds. Mainly I just wanted an enchantment table. And then this is pretty funny, so yeah, I'll just let you watch. So I accidentally fell in this lava, but since I was in third person, I couldn't water bucket myself. But luckily I didn't have anything valuable on me, so it wasn't that big of a deal. Then I basically just mined for a while trying to find diamonds. After a while, I finally found some diamonds. It was only a 4 vein though, and I needed at least 5 to make a pickaxe and an enchantment table, which is what I wanted. So I had to mine more. It took me a really long time to find more diamonds. In the end, I think I ended up digging over 800 blocks to find a second diamond vein. Luckily, this one was an 8 vein though, so it's kind of worth it. Then when I got back to my house, there was a creeper in it, which convinced me I should probably light up my house, but luckily it wasn't that big of a deal. And then after that, I went to this nearby swamp to get sugarcane so I could make the enchantment table. Then I needed obsidian also to make an enchantment table. Then I went back to the swamp to get more sugarcane so I could make all the bookshelves I needed. And then I set up a small wheat farm so I could breed some cows to get food and leather because I was running really low on food. Also went back to the swamp again at night this time so I could get slime to make leads. Again, to get cows, like I said. Now you're gonna watch me trying to figure out how to craft a lead. Eventually I figured it out, and then I set up a small fence to keep my cows. But unfortunately I had already killed all the cows near me, so I had to go all the way back to the forest where I spawned just to find a couple. Then after that I was getting sand because I needed glass to build a villager breeder, which was the next project, and I was also getting dirt because I also need that for the villager breeder. And I need obsidian for another portal so I can get glowstone as well. I looked around a little for a close fortress or a bastion. I didn't see anything at the time, but there actually were 2 fortresses, only a couple hundred blocks away. Then I found some glowstone and I collected it. I only needed 17 blocks. Then I started building the farm. Didn't actually take that long. The hard part was getting the villagers, which you'll see in a minute or two. I was running really low on food at this point, so I was basically on my last stretch. At this point I couldn't even sprint anymore, so I think somewhat soon I actually hunger resetted so I could sprint again. And then now I'm setting up a minecart track so I can bring the villagers here. Luckily I did have a village close to spawn like you saw at the beginning, but it was still pretty annoying to get them to get in the minecarts and stuff. The first villager, which I turned into the farmer, was pretty simple, but the second one also cooperated pretty well, but the third one was a nightmare. It just wouldn't get in the minecart no matter what I tried. I should also probably explain how this farm works. Basically, you have a farmer villager which will automatically collect potatoes or carrots, and it'll give it to the 2 villagers in the breeding cell thing, which will allow them to breed and get more villagers so you can turn them into librarians and buy books and stuff. That's the basic idea. This is a design by Impulse SV, and I used some modifications from Have a Plan Z, so I'll leave both those videos in the description. So there you can see how the farm works. There's the farmer in the center, and then there's the 2 other villagers, which I finally managed to get in the proper position. But then they escaped because I built the farm wrong, and then I had to bring them both in again. Once I finally got the villagers, I decided to go look for some cows so I could get leather to make my bookshelves, and actually, on the way, as you might see, I found a looting sword in a ruined portal, which was extremely lucky. But I still did have to go pretty far to get enough cows. I needed 33 leather to make the 11 bookshelves I needed. You need 15 total, but I already had enough leather to make 4 more. I also made full iron armor at that point. Then I started mining a little more because I needed cobblestone so that I could build a mob farm so I could get XP to actually use the enchantment table, but I gave up pretty soon and decided to enchant my pickaxe to get efficiency 4, which I saw was already in the enchantment table. So I think in a second I went to the nether to mine quartz so I could enchant. At this point, my villager farm finally started to work, so I was pretty excited about that. Yeah, now you can see I'm in the nether getting nether quartz to enchant my diamond pickaxe. Or getting nether quartz so I can get XP to enchant. And when I was doing this, I did notice a fortress close by. Then I traded all my gold with these pigs, but I didn't get any pearl trades, which was pretty unfortunate, but I did get 2 fire resistance potions, so I used those to get blaze rods. I actually got really lucky drops here. I was only gonna get 7, but right when I got my 7th, the 2 more spawned and they both dropped. Then I decided instead of trading, I was gonna kill Enderman for pearls because there was a crimson forest, and it was a lot faster than trading would have been. So then I threw my first eye and it broke. But I knew the general direction, and if you didn't know, strongholds can only spawn 1400 blocks away, so I didn't have to throw another eye until I was that far away. Then I threw a second eye and the angle changed, so I knew it was somewhat close. I threw my third eye and it broke again, so I was 2 for 3 on eye breaks, which, if you didn't know, is a 1 in 5 chance for 1 eye break, so I don't know what the probability is, but it's pretty unlucky. Then I threw a couple more eyes to figure out where it was, and I knew it was on this island, so I opened chunk border so I could figure out exactly where it was. And then this stronghold was really bad, which you'll see in a second, because there were so many mobs in it, because it was under an ocean. Like, there's 2 creepers and 3 zombies just in the starter staircase. And yeah, that caused me to die quite a few times, which you'll see in a second. But anyway, I found the portal room somewhat quickly. The navigation wasn't that bad, but it was mainly just the mobs. Like, as you saw from the time lapse, I spent more time killing mobs in the stronghold than actually looking for the portal room. And unfortunately, it was a 0 eye, so I didn't have any pearls to pearl to the dragon perch. But luckily, I didn't have to pearl to get to the island. I just had to build up, which was pretty convenient. I was planning on one-cycling the dragon, but I'll just let you watch what happened. I forgot obsidian, so I had to slab cycle, which I can't do. And then I tried to eat and blew myself up. And that was pretty funny, but then I died like 3 more times in the stronghold, which was really annoying. Then after that I decided to make full diamond armor so I wouldn't die, but I still died, which you'll see. I failed the MLG on like a 25 block drop, which I don't even know how that happened, since I can't tell you the last time I failed an MLG. But then eventually, after I think 3 or 4 tries, I got back to the end. And it was really annoying because I never set my spawn, so every time I had to boat all the way back, and it was like 2,500 blocks away, which was not fun. But then I got back to all my stuff, and I realized all of my beds had burned except for 2, so I couldn't one-cycle the dragon. And I couldn't leave to get more beds, so I just had to kill the dragon the regular way by towering up to all the crystals, and I also didn't have a bow, so That was kind of annoying, but luckily none of the crystals were that high, and the dragon didn't fireball me that much, so it was pretty easy. So with this series, I'm gonna try to upload every other week. I'm gonna try to go for quality over quantity. So we'll see how that ends up. I'm gonna try to upload one in 2 weeks. And I think this one's the last crystal, so now all I had to do was just wait for the dragon to perch and melee it until it died. But unfortunately the dragon never perched for very long at all, which was really annoying. But I did still have 2 beds, so I could try to do some damage with those. That time the dragon only let me do 1 hit, which is really annoying. And there's also this weird glitch that you can see where the dragon just goes invisible for some reason. I don't know why it does that, but it made it quite a bit harder to actually hit the dragon. But eventually, I managed to kill the dragon, and that's where this first episode's gonna leave off. And I'll see you in the next